Okay, so hello my wonderful artists over there and everybody that loves art. Today I'm gonna be making some abstract experimental stuff over here, and these are photographs, these are overexposed photographs that I have taken. Here you can see this one is out of my clothes. This is from the inside of the jacket, and this is out of my shirt, this color, this one also. I don't really know about this one, like where did the colors come from. I think these colors are from my shirt, but it's really overexposed photographs. There's a lot of white in it. And I took these three because I feel that they have compositionally kind of interlocking, blocks of color. And when you have really overexposed stuff like this, you can do all the way the black slider over here and maybe decrease a little bit of the white and maybe turn down a little bit the exposure. And I'm just trying to figure out how I could use this photo. And then if we use this layer and we make it like that, and you see that if we use this layer over here, this one has a lot of black in it, that already looks kind of mysterious, doesn't it? There's some kind of mysterious stuff going on over here. And it's this kind of camera wizardry that I'm doing. If you have proper camera equipment, you could get better pictures that you could start going from, but this requires a certain degree, or I would say a lot of degrees of artistic vision to kind of understand how to make pictures like this work. It's not so easy of a thing, And I feel that I'm gonna use this picture that I have over here. You see, I said that in the beginning, I said that these pictures have compositionally interlocking color blocks. If you do not understand anything about art, I'm gonna explain this to you. You look at this picture, we have a large block of white over here, we have a big block of red over here. This one has a big block of red over here, and big block of this grayish blue. And then we have this big block, They are kind of, if we combine this tree, we look at these three blocks, we understand that these form a kind of a spiral. These form a kind of a spiral. I don't know if you understand what I'm going for over here, but you can kind of get the idea that when we layer this on top of this like this, you understand that this dark color takes the place of the white over here, and this dark color takes the place of the gray and the white in this one, and it kind of circles back to itself. Okay, good. Then we're gonna take the whole picture next. Okay, now we have the whole picture over here, and I like it compositionally because we have a lot of weight over here because of the darker color, and then there's this light color over here. So if we start playing around with the values a little bit, turn up the contrast, and I'm going to save these pictures at every stage of the process. And yeah, it's kind of an experimental way to make art, but then we're gonna try something like that. That looks really good. Because it's taken out of clothes. I used these Paul Smith clothes. It's a designer brand from United Kingdom, and they have some stuff. For example, the shirt I used, it has an abstract design on it, so it's kind of making abstract art out of somebody's else. It's fashion, so you can see that when I wear the stuff, you get the shadow. It has kind of it feels like fabric, there's the same like materiality to it as, you know, just every other art or all paintings have had in the like the history of mankind. You know, they are usually painted on canvas. Yeah, you can paint paintings on different materials, but my goal over here is to create art that kind of like resemble. I really like that one. Yeah, that's cool. I'm trying. It's kind of understated, and I like that about it. You know, with digital art, you have to think that, for example, if people are gonna use this as a like something, I don't know, maybe a like wallpaper on the computer, then the picture has to be kind of, the understated is better in that sense, but at the same time we have interesting, no, it froze. We have interesting, you know, shadow and, you know, highlight over here and the relationship between the two. And if we make it like that, you know, we get it's a bit out of balance if this part is too light and this part is too, like you see over here, it doesn't look good. It's too right side heavy, the picture, but this one is better. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Holy shit, that looks, man. I have done these album covers, you know, for not for any like real music artists, but I have done some album cover, you know, stuff, just experimental, and you know, it's so funny. It's so funny because, like for example, this picture, it brings to mind that kind of, you know, was it the 60s, you know, the psychedelic rock era, you know, psychedelic rock. What was that called? You know, like, well, you know, the stuff that Jimi Hendrix played. But yeah, that kind of stuff. But we're gonna make more versions out of this. Sometimes the pictures that I make like this, they exhaust themselves very soon. You know, you can no longer go any further. But this one, you know, I'm looking at this and I'm kind of like, holy shit, like this is so fucking nice. I like that one. I really like that one, but there's something interested in this. I wonder, let's save this one. I always save a lot of these versions. Because I'm in a certain kind of tunnel vision when I'm making stuff like this. It was the same with painting. And by the way, if you don't know, I have like 5 years of art making behind me. So if you try something like this, you know, you have to understand that first of all, like staging a picture like this, it's like the outfit that I have, that I made this stuff out of, it's almost 1,000 euros, and then the pictures, and then choosing the pictures, I have almost 400 pictures taken in one day out of this stuff, you know. It's not a simple feat, so you might achieve something close. But I still feel that what I do over here is really original, that it can't be really replicated very easily. Because, well, it has now, yeah, as I said, I have some experience behind me already. I'm not, you know, I didn't just start fucking around with the computer and making art and then we're gonna sign this thing. We're gonna sign over here through the detective, and I'm gonna sign it like this and not with my own name, because this one is going on the internet. This one is going on the internet, and we're gonna choose a matching font. Let's choose a matching font. I like that one. Is it too finicky? Maybe it is. Maybe that one would be better, yeah. I usually don't like to sign my stuff because I feel that it takes out of the picture something, but I'm going to pick color from here. Maybe I could make it. I'm gonna make the truth detective kind of, you know, that it's a bit hard to see. And I'm gonna use that. So it's kind of a, your eye doesn't go to the place immediately, and I like that. I want it to be like recognizable so people can figure out who made the piece, but I don't want to make it so obvious, you know, like I want to make it so that people can, you know, decipher who made this thing, but at the same time, you know, I don't want it to be too obvious. So you can use red, and you see how it pops, you know. But at the same time, it looks kind of cool. Maybe I'm gonna make a few versions out of it. I don't know. Oh, that looks good. There are some, you know, when you make a signature on a piece, you know, I did some paintings that have the true detective signature. I never used my own name because I feel that it's not that important, you know. But I feel that in some art, the signature kind of distracts you from viewing the picture, and that's bad, you know. In the internet era, in music, the artist always have artist name. Well, yeah, some people go by their own name, but usually in music they have artist names. I like that one. That one is good. It doesn't distract from the picture because the color I took from here, but it's pretty much the same color as in here. So we are gonna try a final version over here and pick the color out of here instead. And we're gonna use the exact same color in the border. So there's no border on the stuff. That it's just a bit thicker, you know. Like that. And you can see how the previous one was better because it kind of points here. The signature color, if you use a color that is in the painting, the signature color will point to that block. The eye will go from here to here, and then because there's red, you know, it kind of goes like this, you know, and then you get stuck in a spiral, you know. That's the idea behind the piece. I like that. So yeah, thanks for watching.